Friday Dons! It's Mari
and Daniela back with another episode of CCTV.
Daniela, I can't believe we almost made it to Easter break.
I know, this quarter has been flying by, Mari.
Hang on tight, Dons. We've only got 3 more days until break.
Wait, so if Easter is until next week, why are we wearing bunny ears?
I don't know, but don't you love them?
Sure, Mari. Well, speaking of Easter, let's send it over to Carson with this week's top story.
Good morning, Dons. Next week, we have both Thursday and Friday off to kick off Easter break. Let's talk to Father Matt about the significance of Easter. So Father Matt, for some people who maybe didn't grow up around the Bible or around faith and might be new to the school, whether they're a freshman or a transfer, would you mind kind of explaining the significance of Easter and why it's so central to our faith?
Yeah, so Easter is at the very core of Christianity. Christ rose from the dead on Easter Sunday. Maybe an easy way to remember this is when it comes to Easter, the sun always rises in the east, just like the Son of God, Jesus, rose from the dead.
It's kind of typical during, kind of Easter time to be surrounded by maybe some more secular symbols such as like the Easter bunny, Easter egg hunt. Is that something we should completely avoid? Is there a way that we should look at it?
Yeah, so it's usually, a good way to approach things is with balance. So I grew up doing Easter egg hunts as a little kid. I had a lot of fun. It's not always a bad thing to celebrate with your families because ultimately that's the core of our, hopefully the celebrations that we have during Easter is being closer to our families, being closer in our faith with each other. Going to visit the Easter bunny or doing an Easter egg hunt, those things aren't necessarily bad in of themselves.
All right, thank you. It's been a pleasure talking with you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Carson. Dons, National English Honor Society applications are due on March 31st. Let's go talk to officers Nora and Summer to learn more. Can you explain what the National English Honor Society is?
Yeah, the National English Honor Society is a society where all students who love English can come together for new opportunities, whether it's poetry, journalism, and just come together and grow as writers.
What type of students should apply for NEHS?
Students who are passionate about English and want to grow their writing skills with their peers.
What opportunities does NEHS provide for students?
Yeah, so we provide many opportunities from both inside and outside of school, including different scholarships you can apply to and even writing contests.
We also offer tutoring so students can help their peers.
Thanks, girls. Now let's send it off to Dylan.
Hey Dons, it's Dylan. Next week, on April 1st, we as an entire school community will be celebrating Stations of the Cross all together. Let's go to Miss Passage to learn a little bit more information. So Miss Passage, for people who aren't Catholic or don't just quite know, what is Stations of the Cross?
Stations of the Cross is a tradition that we do. Many cultures do it across the world, and it's a time to remember and reenact what Jesus went through on his way to his crucifixion.
As a school community, why do you think Stations of the Cross is so important?
Well, to go along with our school theme of Unum, we celebrate the sacrament of Mass together as a school community. So it's also important that we come together to remember this very painful part of Jesus' life that led to our salvation. And we come together, and in a special way, too, at our school, we celebrate this with our option students and our peer mentors guiding us through the Stations of the Cross.
Thank you, Miss Passage. Now, off to the studio.
Thanks, Dylan.
The Stations of the Cross are such an important part of this season, helping us reflect and prepare for Easter.
And speaking of coming together as a community, don't forget our food drive has been extended, and today is the last day to bring your cans.
All donations go to the Zach Myers Food Pantry right here on campus.
Fingers crossed we hit 4,000 items, that way we get a PJ day.
Honestly, that's all the motivation I need.
And speaking of motivation, that's something our sports definitely do not slack on.
CJ, give us the updates on sports.
What's up, Dons? It's CJ and welcome back to another week of CCTV Sports. The Dons have started the spring season off hot, so let's take a look at some highlights. On Tuesday, the boys lacrosse team defended Manchester Stadium, taking down Poway 15-4 with standout performance from senior Luke Zajac. They battle it out with Santa Fe Christian in Manchester tomorrow at 3. Be there to support. The girls moved to 7-4 on the year and top 50 in the nation after taking down La Jolla High 11-5 with standout performances from Lily Palachek and Lily Rizaday. They played Park City last night and Mountain Ridge tonight at 7. Come support. On the track, your Dons have been dominating, with both the boys and girls starting off the season at 1-0, taking down UC last Thursday. They took this momentum into the weekend to set the school record in the boys 4x1600 and multiple athletes qualifying for Arcadia with some of the most prestigious competition in the nation. Big shout out to Joshua Schwiebert for being ranked #1 freshman in San Diego and #3 in California. And joining him is freshman Sasha Strem after breaking her own school record and is now ranked the #1 freshman in California and #3 freshman in the nation. Moving to the Diamond, baseball went 2-0 on the weekend, taking down Granite Hills 8-6 and Eastlake 4-1. Standout performances from Jose Partida, AJ Trudell, and Caden Kuhn. They played Bonita Vista on Wednesday and look forward to San Marcos on Monday at 4. Pull up to support. Your Lady Dons softball team demolished Torrey Pines on Tuesday 9-1, with freshman Jen Framo leading the team, pitching the entire game. Shout out Nia Talataina, who leads the team in runs and hits on the season. Their next game is on Wednesday, April 1st, playing Roosevelt High School at 4. Great job, ladies. The crew team takes the water this weekend at the San Diego Crew Classic in Mission Bay, competing on both Saturday and Sunday, hoping to get some new records. The inline hockey team won both their games in the doubleheader on Wednesday, playing Del Norte and Westview, with standout players Vigo Garcia and Nathan Clark leading the charge. Their next game is Wednesday, playing SD inline hockey. Great job, boys. In the sand, your girls beach volleyball team improves to 6-0 on the season with almost a perfect match record as well. They played Scripps Ranch last night and have some time to prepare before playing University City on April 14th. Great job, ladies. Indoors, the boys volleyball team improved to 5-2 on the season, coming off a close win against Saints. Let's send it off to Austin, who has a quick interview with some of the boys from the team.
Thanks, CJ. I'm here with the boys volleyball team, who have been absolutely killing it this season. Let's learn a little bit more about the team. So Anand, being one of the captains on the team, what's one of the biggest things that come with that role?
Yeah, as a captain, I would say just being there for the younger classmen, just supporting them in any way, whether giving them rides before games or just being there after the games. I think just being the supporter and just the encourager they need really brings up the energy and just is an all-around team sport.
So Jude, what does a game day look like for the team?
A typical game day looks like we go straight from school to Chipotle, and then after Chipotle we go straight to the gym and we warm up, and then that's that, we get to playing.
Coming off an amazing season last year, how do you guys manage to stay prepared and ready for games this year?
One of the things that we always do is we always try to aim to get 3% better every single day inside the gym, and one of our mottos is to be a giver.
Who are some of the biggest competitors you guys will face this year?
Definitely Saints. We played on Tuesday. Torrey Pines is also a big competitor along with Bishops, but it's something that we can't handle.
So Luca, being a very highly ranked libero in the country and playing club volleyball and beach volleyball, how did you manage to get here?
For me, it was really important to stay focused during every practice and every opportunity that I had, and focusing on getting better 1% every day rather than looking towards how I'm going to be towards the end of the season.
Thank you guys for your time. When's the next game?
Tonight versus La Jolla.
Back to you, CJ.
Thanks, Austin. Good luck tonight, boys. On the courts, boys tennis had a strong set of matches on Tuesday, taking down Point Loma for their senior night. Congratulations to the two seniors, Mark Cauldron and Nico Mogling, who closed out the regular season with a bang. Great job, boys. Finishing us off strong, boys golf set a historical record at the John Morello tournament, shooting 48 under across 3 days. Sophomore Yunzi Wang led the charge, shooting an astonishing 14 under, with Brady Neal and Oliver Mason being right behind him, both shooting 13 under. The Dons begin to prep for the Champion Invitational and chase a CIF ring this year. Congrats, boys. All right, Dons, that's a wrap on sports this week. Now off to Jane and Roya with social.
Hey Dons, it's Jane
and Roya,
and welcome to CCTV's annual egg hunt.
We've invited CSF, NHS, and ASB to face off in this annual competition. Let's get into it.
I'm Tessa.
And I'm Osmo, and we're ASB.
Hey guys, I'm Aubrey, and I'm Kira,
and we represent NHS.
I'm Teddy.
I'm Leandra.
And we're a team CSF.
About to throw down!
3, 2, 1, go.
Rotate. Tell him, give me that. That's a missed ball. Hey, so where's the bat? Oh shoot, that's a cheat. Oh my days. Where's your rich?
I'll take that. This is ultra rare, actually.
Egg check. How many we got? Thanks a lot.
50,
probably. Yeah, all the eggs.
I don't think CCTV won. Pretty promising results from ASB. I don't know if NHS got it today. Team CSF. Feeling a little sparse.
We faked everyone out. They said we didn't have any team chemistry when we were giving our introduction.
Smarting everyone else playing, basically.
Just being better than every other team.
How we feel? We got second place? Okay.
Yeah.
We'll take that.
Yeah, we got 18 eggs, so.
Nice. Whoa. SF, not your best showing today. How do we feel?
No, you know, it's okay. You know, as we just said to Connor, you do what you can with what you got. And so I feel like we didn't have a lot today. So we couldn't really make a lot either.
That's all for this week's social. Happy Easter, Dons. Now off to the student standout.
What's up, Dons? It's Griffin, and I'm here with this week's student standout, Evan DiPodesta. Evan, you're the starting catcher on the baseball team, and you recently just committed to Rice. Walk me through your recruiting process and what made you decide to commit there.
Yeah, so any athlete that's been through the recruiting process knows it's a terrible, terrible process. But ultimately had the chance to fly out to Texas to tour Rice and see it, and there was quickly a mutual love, and it worked out. So happy to be there. What responsibilities come with being the starting catcher on the #1 team in San Diego? Yeah, so as the catcher, I'm the only guy on the field actually looking out to all 8 other positions. So with that, I kind of have to lead the defense, and I take pride in that. I take pride in my relationship with our pitcher, and it's worked being the #1 team in the county and virtually undefeated. It's been fun. With only a little over 2 months left in your senior year, what are you looking forward to most? Yeah, so I transferred to Cathedral, entering my junior year, and quickly, became part of a family here. So honestly, with the last 2 months, I want to keep spending time with that family. Now let's get into some rapid fire questions. What's your favorite music artist? Ray Charles. Who's your favorite baseball player? I go Wilmer Flores. What's your favorite hobby? It's like golf. What's your favorite sport to watch other than baseball? Fourth quarter basketball. Favorite post-game meal? Chipotle with the teammates. Thank you so much, Evan, for this interview. It's been great.
Hey Dons, it's Sophia. Today we're interviewing Dr. McIntosh about the Spring Fling Week coming up April 20th through the 24th. Dr. Mac, how will this year differentiate itself from other years in the past?
So this year we're going to try a couple new things. We're going to do a week of fun. It could be a watermelon eating contest. It could be a relay race between classes, but it'll be a fun way for all the classes to get involved. You'll have the chance to sign up on Schoology. Everybody will have that opportunity to participate.
What's the reason for this week?
So doing a fun event in the spring just is an opportunity for us to come together. Let's enjoy each other as a community.
Thank you so much, Dr. McIntosh. Students, make sure to keep looking at Schoology for any updates. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Sophia. Stay tuned for all the fun ASB activities that are coming up post-break.
Also happening tonight, don't miss the 4th annual TEDx Youth event from 5 to 8 p.m.
It's free for students, so definitely check it out.
And don't forget, a super short week is coming up.
We only have Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week until we're off.
And remember to get those polos ready for our Stations Across celebration on the last day before break. We hope you had an amazing week and have an even better weekend.
We'll see you next week with another episode of CCTV.